the muse is coming out of her bag. It's slowly coming out and creeping into her bag. Now just behind your feet. You know what this muse is? This muse is the playful, naughty, creative spirit that brings us all these ideas that we feel so alive with. Don't you think so? Do you think so?
Yes.
How many think so? Everyone thinks so. Let's call the muse. And the muse is saying, please turn off all your cell phones, and it's very distracting. I shall not come. I shall recede back into her bank. So just check your phones and put them on silence. And if it's an emergency, you can just turn it off. There is no emergency. Do you know that? It's just no emergency. So with me, we need to keep this muse a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. It's jumping all over the place. Oh, it's in your hair now. It's disturbing you, don't you think so? Ah! At the corner of your smile. Oh my God. In your eyes. Settling in. Making a home there. Oh my God. You want to capture him and put him in somewhere, okay? Paper, drums, art, hang drum. Dangerous anywhere else, okay? The only way to do that is sing this song with me. Come, come, come to us. 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 O Spirit of life and love. O Spirit of life and love. Come to us. Come to us. O Spirit of life and love. Come to us. Come to us. Come to us. Come to us. Come to my heart. Come to my heart, from within, around, or up above, from within, around, or up above, from within, around, or up above. Come, come, come to us, come,
Come to us.
O Spirit of play, come to us.
O Spirit of play, come to us.
Come into my life.
Come into my life
And stay.
and stay.
Do stay.
To stay.
Well, he's here for sure. He or she or it, I don't know, okay. He never shows. So this is a story of some 20 years ago, when one day I was feeling quite sick. Sick of being myself. Sick of being the me that I was back then. You know, as usual I was sad, like everybody else. Lonely and tired of trying all the ways that everyone told me, my parents, siblings, friends and teachers, and everyone said try this and try that, and that will make you feel better, and that will make you, give you confidence to do better in life and think positive and all that, and nothing really worked. And I tried everything, honestly. I was just barely 20 or something. So I left home one day and I just started traveling aimlessly in a jungle. I found myself in the wilderness of the Dang jungles, which is in Gujarat. The wilderness seemed to suit me just fine because it let me be. It had no problems with my sadness or gloominess. I would wake up and start walking the jungles without a care in the world. Back at home, it seemed like nobody really knew how to love me. Nobody wanted me really the way I needed to be wanted, or nobody cared enough the way I needed them to care. They did it so in their own version. Nobody seemed to get me, nor could I get what was it that would make me truly happy. So I wandered around aimlessly in the jungle, sobbing silently. I drifted along and found a place which seemed cool and quiet enough to let me be my miserable self. It was a grove of trees, mahua trees. The coolness of the shade of the mahua felt like the blanket I always wanted. So I lay down sobbing in despair and soon fell asleep. It was afternoon. Hours must have passed. Because when I woke up, it was almost dusk. The orange of the sun was busy washing the leaves and the ground quietly. I sat up and took a sip of water from my bottle, stretched my arms. My head turned slightly. What did I see? An old woman? A smiley, wrinkly old woman? Sitting by the tree next to mine, sitting with a soft smile that reached from her eyes to mine instantly. Before I could ask the obvious question, she said, "Do you know, you smile in your sleep and you talk in your sleep." It's like, a British woman here in the jungle, like what? I said, "No ma'am, I don't know. I mean, I used to as a child, but so I started mumbling, sad people and gloomy people mumble." And she interrupted me and said, "As a child you were very many things. Some of it you still are." I smiled politely and said, "Ma'am, you seem to know a lot about me. May I ask who you are and what are you doing here in the middle of nowhere?" She said, "Questions! Yes, your questions will soon be answered, but it's going to be night soon. Here, have an apple." And she fished out a glistening red apple from her backpack. When I saw the apple, I realized, oh man, I am hungry. I took a bite and she continued, "It's time for me to tell a story." And now I was looking for a listener, which is why I lingered around here, hoping that you will wake up. Well, I do love stories. And before I could complete it, "Good then, let's get started, shall we? Would you like to hear a story which was written wrongly? A story in which God was a woman, not a man?" I said, "Sure, why not? I mean, any story will do today." And without another moment's loss, she started off, her face glowing even more in the evening light, and my despair, my gloominess, there was no sign of it. I mean, all you need is curiosity. And I was curious about this creature. Today I'm going to tell you that story which she told me, and it changed my life in very many ways. And I'm hoping that the same energy pass into your lives. That's the Christmas gift, one more. So I began to feel, after that, I began to feel a little bit more like me. And a little bit more the next day, and a little bit more, and there's a whole lot more in the last few years, so much so that I care a damn about anything. Dangerous, but not so. Anyway, here it goes. So this is how she began. Which is why I start all my stories with some invocation. So she had this invocation. Come now, let's start. Call the muse, call your Krishna. How did she know that I like Krishna so much? Naughty woman. He brings the heart of the story. Chant with me. Soul to soul, sing together.
Soul to soul, sing together.
You have to imitate her like I do. I tried all these years imitating her, and I think I'm very good now. Soul to soul, sing together.
Soul to soul, sing together.
Heart to heart, dance together.
Heart to heart, dance together.
Nautanki is very important. If you don't do Nautanki, then life will do Nautanki on you. So better start. Spirit to spirit, listen.
Spirit to spirit, listen.
Come listen.
Come listen.
Bring me a story.
Bring me a story.
And take me home to me. And take me home to me. Bring me a story.
Bring me a story.
And take me home to me. And take me home to me. Very good. Give a little pat on your back is required. Come on, pat your back. Now, how many are feeling even better now after doing this? Yeah, you feeling like you are in the story, right?
Yes.
It's very important to be animated because we were born like that. Nobody had to teach us to do Nautanki. Have you seen babies? And then have you seen yourself now? Hello? I mean, really? So there we are. This was the time when the world was all new and all. There were no people in it, but it flourished with the rarest of most beautiful birds and animals and flowers and trees and the sky. The sky was rainbow filled with 1,000,000 colors. Everything was ever so beautiful and perfect, beyond any idea of beauty and perfection that we will ever have. That was her, not me. And there, in the middle of the glade, can you turn off the light? One of them, this one or that one. And there in the middle of the glade you see a woman, a majestic, beautiful, tall, radiant woman. She was God. The only living creature in the whole wide universe. With a brush in hand, God was seen dusting a statue, a life-size statue, giving finishing touches to her sculpture, a life-size sculpture. And she's going about creating and sculpting a life-size statue with fervor, excitedly dancing around him and kneading bits of clay in and out of the statue and throwing bits around with a brush. She's dusting it off, powder flying all around, and celestial music resounding through the trees, through the mountains, through the rivers. Her sculpture was in its finishing stages, and she seemed very pleased with what she had created. She was dancing in ecstasy around the sculpture, doing the finishing touches, and after a while she felt like a beautiful beautifully long eternity. She stopped, stepped back, admired her beautiful statue, and began to sing a celestial song. And if you and I were there, we would have seen joy, pure joy bursting from every pore of her being like a water fountain. Was soon complete, and God stood there in rapt admiration, ready to breathe life into her second attempt at creating someone in her own image. Almost. Her first creation hadn't turned out so perfect after all, and all that. It was, of course, the serpent, the dark side of God. And he seemed very upset for being kept bereft of God's attention and love. He had grown sinister over time and was always on the lookout to find ways of being noticed, of being loved once again by his Creator. But even over millions of years, he had gained no favor from God and grown ever more vengeful. Full of vengeance, deceit, rage, and jealousy, he was constantly plotting to get even with God in any way he could and attract some attention, if not love, at any cost. Now, from the shadows, the serpent sees God, very happy with her second attempt of creating someone like her, and he begins to feel FOMO. Anybody knows what is FOMO? Yeah, fear of missing out, left out. Further in the story, you will see how he begins to plot and contrive ways of interrupting their rendezvous with his sinister plans. Now he just stays in the shadows and meanwhile, God is standing beside her statue. She takes a deep breath, closes her eyes, and sings a spell. Come to life, come to life, come to life, come to life. Breathe life. And God leans down and gently kisses the statue on his forehead. Man opens his eyes and looks at God. He knows instantly and intuitively that she has created him for a special reason. And then he forgets. Until now he has forgotten. In between somebody remembers and then again forgets. And hence gratefully bows to her and kisses her hand. She stands ever more taller with joy. Looks all around and is very happy with her creation and super content with herself. Finally, she settles her eyes on man, bends down, raises man's chin, looks at him carefully and approvingly. Oh, good job. And these are her first words to man. You, man, are my best, the very best of my creation so far. If I may say so myself, crafting you from my very own flesh, I have made you in my own image. Well, almost. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Complete with a mind and heart just like mine. Now, you will be able to love all things just the way I do. Now, I will not be so alone in this gorgeous existence. Now, we will have adventures, unique adventures together. Now, we will craft stories that help us understand existence better. Now, this is perfect. Oh, so perfect. Just like me, man, you are perfectly perfect. In the shadows, the serpent and man, thank you, my dear God. Thank you so much. He hasn't registered anything about himself, God has just said. Instead, he continues bumbling around, looking at himself and admires and was awestruck by everything. Woo! God, the flower, the butterfly, the fruits, the trees, the garden. He kisses everything, always in a hesitant, unsure way. Wow, this sure is an amazing place. Oh, how wondrous all these. Everything is so amazing. God is mind-blowing. Just wonderful. How wonderful you are, God. I mean, did you yourself create all these things there? God is like, well, now that would be boastful, but the fact is, yes, all this that you see, every single bit of it has come from my imagination, from my joy, from my love. In fact, all of it is me. And you, they are all an integral part of me. You are all me. You, my dear man, is me too. You are the manifestation of my vast, ever-growing love. goes over the head of man and he scratches his head and, oh, this is you? I am you? I don't understand, but sounds amazing, huh? I mean, how cool, yeah? Do you see the green thing? And the blue up there? That too? And that red and the yellow. All of it. Wow. Some artist you're a god. Again, she looks at him. Nail. Well, all that is all right. Good. Good that you already know that you must praise me. That way you will keep your connect with me. And this connect is a very important thing, I think. You know, because you must remember she's still trying to figure out how to perfect her creation. Even till date. When is she going to finish? Stop distracting me. Don't make my admiration into an excuse for not living. Let's see now. I feel you will need some wise words, yes. Some wise words to help you along, to get you started on your journey together. Now, come here. Let me put some wise thoughts in you. You will need just a few thoughts to get started with. Nothing more, just a few thoughts. Genius, huh? Thoughts? God, what are thoughts? I mean, what am I supposed to do with them? I mean, God, oh, don't get all worked up, man. You know, you will discover all in good time. Everything in good time. You know, it's like programming a software. Some of it is inbuilt. Some I must download now. Don't interrupt, man. When I'm speaking, never interrupt when I'm speaking from within or without. That corrupts the file. Okay? So like I was saying, these thoughts I impart shall always prove to be your true nourishment. Just listen carefully, and it will all get inside you just like that. Don't write it. That will also corrupt it. Look, my child. All this that I have created belongs to me, and now I have created you in my own image. Do you know why? Yeah. I know. I'm wondering, why did you? Oh God, why? I have created you as the most beautiful of my creations. None other have I created like you. No, not the butterfly, not the tiger, certainly not the serpent. For one reason, so that you, my child, will be everywhere I cannot be. You will be me to all things I cannot be. You will love yourself first and then love all things that I love for me. Cause, yes, I guess so. Be you, be everywhere like you, love myself, love you, love myself, love you, love myself, love you, love myself, love you, love myself. Hush, child. You interrupt me again in the most disgusting way. What he actually did was, love myself, love you, love myself, love you, love myself, love you, love myself, love you. That is what she found very disgusting. I'm so sorry, God. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. 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 Looks like I will have to make some corrections in his mental makeup, or else he's going to end up spending an eternity just apologizing to me all the time. There is some serious corruption in this dummy. How then will we ever get on with the real adventure? Right? Sorry, God, I'm sorry, I'm gonna live. Well then, don't do it again. So I was saying, yes, for my love is growing too vast, too fast. And I cannot be everywhere in person. Hence, I hereby appoint you to learn to love yourself first, and then love all things the way I do, okay? Love all things. Love all things like you do. Love all things. By the way, God, what is love? I mean, yes, sure, I can love all things, yeah. But how? I mean, you got some kind of guidebook, manual, you know? Got Google? A kind of, oh, this, my child, is paradise. It's perfect. There is not one itsy bitsy bit of flaw in it. Except me, right? The way to love my paradise is, let's see. Yes. You do just what I did. You begin by naming everything. Yes, that's how you learn to love each of my precious creations. And that's how you too will eventually learn to love all that's mine. Just start naming everything. Man is listening deeply and trying to take serious notes on his fingers. It's too much for his memory. You know, he's like a 2-year-old child, you know. How many 2-year-old over here? Very good, see? I'm very delighted to meet very enlightened people. See me later. This is the old woman, not me, okay? See now, to name it, all you'll have to do is experience each thing. That's how you too will learn to belong and allow all other creatures to belong to you. And that's how one day you will know true love. 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 And she goes into this very amazing dance. You can't even try to attempt to imitate it, but I'll try, you know. This is what the old woman does. There's the music. Everybody needs to try it, you know, it's really important. Then you feel what, you know, God feels. Like faces also. Because that's what the old woman said to me. She made me do all these things. Come on, you got to suffer with me. Move your head a little bit. Imagine you're running or something. This is all what she said. I mean, it took me 20 years to figure out what she said. I've forgotten everything. Come on. Something with the tongue. Very good. Extra cake for him, please. Yeah. Well, love is what the experiment with you will be about on this planet. On the one on power and sex, I took in the other part of the universe, went really well, if I may say so myself. And she sees him and she realizes that he's not following anything she's saying, because he's like, like a monkey, right, you got it. Oh, just taste it, smell it, feel it, listen to the sounds it makes, and a name will pop up in your head. Just call it by that name. That's all. These things popping up in your head, no? That is what you need to be extra careful about. Anyway, just use your 5 senses and a name will pop in your head, and that's how, okay? Name it, feel it, smell it, sure. But that's a lot of creative thinking to do. I mean, I can do that. I mean, I hope so. It's constantly sure and confused. Sure and confused. How many people feel like that? All the time, yeah. Join the gang. By the way, God, what is feeling and tasting and smelling and what are all those? Just don't worry. You will know how to go about it as soon as I go away. Remember, you are me. I am inside you. I will prompt you from inside. So just chillax. Gotta go now. Ciao. God, don't go. I feel very lost without you. No wonder. Remember the thing about connection? Forgot? Oh man, I forgot a very, 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 very important thing. You see this here, man? It's called the tree. The tree of knowledge. You don't need knowledge. You are already happy. Let's not go after knowledge, okay? I made it before I made you, thinking my knowledge will help in building paradise. But I realize it doesn't work as well as love. I mean, that's my final genius stroke. You see, knowledge is obsolete already, and the in thing is love. 0.1. There will be no need of it in the universe anymore. All you need is my love. That's all. I know I made a mistake. Got to destroy it someday soon. Meanwhile, just don't go near it. That is one hell of a dangerous thing. Knowledge. Got it? Okay? Oh, okay. Look, I will do what you say, God. I mean, I don't even know. What is knowledge? Knowledge. Oh, look, when you get hungry, you can eat from any other tree, but not this one. Never. Okay? Please, for heaven's sake, do not eat from this tree, or we will all be in a big soup for a very long time. Which we still are, right? Yeah, sure. I mean, do not eat from this tree. Simple. I don't need to. Why do I need to? In fact, I don't need anything at all. You've given me everything I need already. At least that's what it feels inside of me. Ooh, inside it's all full. Total. By the way, God, what is eat? Oh, I am confusing my idiot child. That's how the word idiot was invented. Look, man, don't worry, don't think. In the fullness of time, you will know what is what. Now just go ahead and play. Play in my garden. Go. Play! Yes! Just play, my child, play! Another genius stroke. Oh my God. Be happy, relax, sleep, eat, play. And be a child in my garden. The rest will just occur like the seasons, naturally and easily. Good acoustics. I have created all this for you to be happy with. You don't have to do a thing except be happy and satisfied. And of course, chant my name. Stay connected to the motherboard. And that's how you will keep getting upgrades after upgrades after upgrades, which I will download from God's Dome. Okay, cool. Bye. Please. Now don't ask me what are seasons. Oh, no. I'm a good boy. I obey God's command. After all, I love you for creating me. For creating all this just for me. For me. I'll do what you say. How tough can that be? Right. We know how tough that was. Is still. The gentle, kind look on God's face vanishes. She covers her face with her palm and rushes off again. All right, then I will see you around. Ciao, good luck. And then suddenly, hey. Oh, I'm so overworked, I forgot an important thing. See, I love you, and hence I must start by naming you. First, let's see now. She places her hand on man's chest and says, I feel your name coming to me from within you. And the name is Adam. Adam. Oh, everybody agrees, it seems. Yes, Adam is just right for you. There now, call yourself Adam and see how you feel, man. Do you feel my love inside you? I don't even need to check that, dear God. I feel your love all the way through and through and through. And he does his mad dance again. You all have to do, remember, you are Adam. Don't forget to play your part. You have to go home. Come on, start now. Before it's too late. You'll feel just right. You'll feel just like yourself. What a moron. Naming things. Why? So tomorrow, when he loses them, he can go crying to mommy. Well, I lost my leaf. And then what? What then? I know what happened before, man. God made one leaf and loved it too much. So she went on and made a few trillion more. Then she didn't know where to keep them. So she created a tree and covered it with her leaves. Same with the birds and the bees and the cherries. Simply compulsive, obsessive, I tell you. She liked to see something fly in her empty blue sky. She got bored of the blue color. She started getting the blues. So she created a bird idea and saw it fly about. Something has to move around, right? MDOCD. Massive, divine, obsessive, compulsive disorder. With what? A newfound skill? Now she's in love with her latest creation. Soon there will be a zillion of him swarming this place. Yuck! No foresight, I tell you, no foresight at all. It's all this mumbo-jumbo of hers, of living in the moment, that's gonna get her in a real soup, not this tree. Cha! Remember, serpent is also half like man, no? So he's also half confused. Sometimes he's laughing eccentric, totally. God will keep making all this stuff, and man will keep giving it names. This is mine, this is yours. India, Pakistan. In naming things, he will forget that all this is not his, can never be his. The copyright will always remain with God. But man is programmed with a fatal virus in him. So he will forget this important fact. Good for me. Then man will get so busy naming and claiming this stuff. No, this is okay. He will get so busy and good at his job that he will forget God one day. Just like that. He will completely forget God. Then there will be a fight on who named what. Yup. All the zillion men will begin a war. They will fight bloody fights. For me, these two don't know what a fight is, but I do. And I will call it the melodrama. Drama. She's good at acoustics, I must say that. And man will destroy God's paradise. Just like that. You just watch. And then what? And then there will be me, just me everywhere. I am the other side of God, undeniably beautiful. Don't judge. She created me too, didn't she now, huh? I read your corrupt minds, you foolish descendants of man. I am her creation too, which she rejected but forgot to destroy. Let's cut to chase, shall we? If my calculations are correct, it's going to take 1,000,000 years to get past all this name game, fighting, fidgeting, and all this melodrama. Then finally, what? What is it then, huh? Let's just fast forward to it. But how? I know how. What is it pointing to?
Knowledge.
Exactly. Now, how do I name something? What did God say? I must feel it. Feeling? I must taste it. What was the other thing? I must smell it. But how? I must try. I must focus. I must try. Try and rest a bit. Huh? Yes. Didn't she tell you to rest and eat? She did. You need strength to do God's work. It's no ordinary task she has assigned to you. You need rest. Eat and rest. Eat and rest. Eat and rest. Oh, look, that flighty thing. Did you see that? Oh my God, look. Did you see the flighty thing? It's like a flutterby. Yes, that's what I'm going to call it. It's a flutterfly. And just like God said, the name will come, and it came. It came. Oh my God, just like that. Don't you think it's a wonderful name for a flighty thing like that? Oh God, everything is just too beautiful. I have work to do, and I must feel and touch and the flighty thing, and then see if it fits the name. Fits? That idiot! Easily distracted. He's nothing more than a child with diamonds in his hands. Idiot. What was I thinking? Man hasn't learnt anything about hunger. Real hunger, and I am presenting him with food. What a fool I am. I must have him feel hungry first. Any day now. After all this working, thinking, he should begin to feel his first hunger pangs. And then he will not know what to do. And that, my friends, will be my entry, my grand entry. And that when this forbidden fruit will be presented to him. I must make him want it desperately. I will pluck all the fruit from the tree of knowledge and hide them. And then he will come crying to me to want some. The curse of knowledge has befallen man. Before you know it, the trap will be laid. God walks back in the next day with a flare of her skirt, twirling the ends of her hair, dark, long hair. She looks around and, wow, Adam, what a good job you have done. You have taken such good care of my paradise, my garden. I am very pleased with you today. God Almighty, I have pleased you enough? Very. I am very pleased with your obedience of my laws. So, in fact, I think I must reward you for doing so well. So go right ahead and ask. Ask for whatever your heart desires, and I will create it for you. Guess what he's thinking? Heart. वो क्या होता है? Today also we don't know. Desires? What is asking God? I feel so dumb suddenly. Feel? Oh, just ask for something, anything. Come on now, make it jiffy. I don't have all of eternity for you, my love. I can't think of anything. You have given me everything. Paradise is one hell of a place. And I'm feeling so grateful. Yes, my God, I'm feeling like grateful. I'm feeling grateful. I am grateful. That's why I am Adam. Never mind. Now look here, man. I am God, and when I say I have to give you a reward, I just have to keep my word. Besides, the new rule is everything is free will from now on, so I cannot imagine it for you like I did before. So go on, ask, and ye shall receive. Keep it up. Man is still with blank looks, awkward silence. Oh well, just go ahead and have a dream. Yes, have a dream tonight. And whatever you dream of, I'll create it for you. Not to worry. I need to go. Don't forget to dream a dream, okay? What? A dream. What do you think he dreamt of? We don't know. You want to think? Any options? You got any options? No idea. No idea? Okay. Let's find out. What does she say? But God, what's a dream? How do I have one? In which shop is it available? Dream. Okay. Dream. But how? Do you know how to dream? Do you know how to dream? Please teach me how to dream. Do you know? Well, God is going to give me reward. I share with you. 50-50. No? You know? But you got all daddy and all. You must be very wise person, no? You should know.
I don't know what wise is.
You're like me only. I'm dumb. You're also dumb. I'm also dumb. You know, little boy. Do you know how to dream? I thought little children all the time dream. You don't dream. How to dream? No.
You just sleep and do it.
You just sleep. I don't know how to sleep also. You sleep with eyes open, with mouth open.
Yeah.
With mouth open is better.
Yeah.
What do you know about dreaming?
Drinking water.
Drink water, you get good dream.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm going to try that. You want to try that, auntie? Oh, good thing, yeah. You want to try? Anything else to do? Tell no, God is going to give me reward. No, I'll share with you. No. 50-50. Oh, but 50 I'm giving her. And you will take the other 50, then I will have nothing. No, again. But I have God. No. She'll come back. No. She'll give me more, then I'll give it to you. But so the dream. Dream, 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 dream. Adam, you must 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 dream. Adam. 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 Adam, you must dream. Adam, you must dream. Come on, everybody. Adam, you must dream. Adam, you must dream. Rock and roll, you must dream. Adam, you must dream. Cha-cha, you must dream. Adam, you must dream. Adam, you must dream. Wow. He was sitting by the side of the river and looking inside, and he became spellbound. What do you think he saw? Which he had already named 5 days back. This is the most beautiful of all God's creation. Wow! There is something in the nose also, very pretty, huh? Oh, nice there. Ooh, the flower also, nice, huh? But even like a little baby, they don't know it is their reflection. They think it is someone out there. And they go to touch it. So did Adam said, "You're so beautiful, you're so pretty. I want you, I must touch you to feel you and then name you. I must do God's work. Come on, I want you, I want you. I can't touch it. How can I feel it? I can't touch it. How am I going to do God's work? Who is this creature living under the river? What a beautiful and ticklish and elusive. Does not look like fish I named the other day. Oh, but so beautiful. I can't touch it. I can't smell it nor eat it. Oh, how am I going to do God's work? No, I don't even want to. I don't ever want God to be upset with me and stop loving me. I want to be good boy. You are so beautiful. The very best of God's creation. Now, none have I seen like you before. And I want you. I want you. Can I please have it, God? I need to touch you. I need to feel you. I need to taste you, smell you, hear you. So I can do God's work. I must. I mean, what happens to children who are crying for candy? And crying and mama doesn't give and then they fall asleep. So he fell asleep by the river and he started dreaming. And that was his first ever dream. He had never dreamed before, and he never slept before. So what do you think he dreamt of?
Woman.
What do we dream of?
Something which we want.
Something which we didn't get. What did he not get? He got everything except
Knowledge.
the reflection. He was not looking for knowledge. Was he looking for knowledge? He was not even interested in it. Are you really interested in knowledge? Do you like school? Nah, nobody likes school. So he dreamt of his reflection, thinking that is someone else. And thank God for the fast forward. I couldn't have thought of a better plot. This is awesome. I don't need to wait 1,000,000 years. God has dug her own grave already. This is so very, very, very interesting. Let's see what she does with her second imperfect creation. Like me, will she discard him too? And it's dawn, and God appears out of thin air. Tosses the newspaper she was reading in transit over her shoulder and looks around. Interesting. Sees Adam asleep like a little baby. My child. Oh, let's scan your dream and see what you have dreamt of. Shh. Oh. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, a promise is a promise, and I got to give you what I promised. Adam, very interesting, man. I'm impressed. I am thoroughly impressed with what you have chosen. You have chosen the finest of my creations to be a gift for you. I am now convinced that in you I have created the best of my creations I could have ever. So, now then, with a snap of her fingers, she creates another one just like Adam. Ditto. Twins. And showers her blessings. Now then, go forth, be fruitful and multiply, my dear Adam and Steve. Adam and Steve, 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 Adam and Steve are trying to live happily ever after. Ever since then, there's been a lot of confusion until 377 feels past, and yet there's confusion, and the confusion should continue no matter how many bills are passed in which parliament, no matter how many people hide or come out of the closet, the confusion shall forever continue. Woo! And that, my dear Deepali, is the story you were meant to hear, and I was supposed to bring you this evening. And now you can go out in the world and tell everyone about the story. And whenever I meet you next time, I shall tell you what happened to Adam and Steve. Oh. Or better still, you can tell me. Yeah? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. All of the other reindeers. What was the song? Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to him. And your shine you so bright, will you guide my sleigh tonight? Rudolph the reindeers, open everybody. You go down in history. This is the song which I thought would fit well. That Rudolph has a red nose, so he's a misfit. How many people feel like a misfit some point in your life? You don't feel like. Everyone feels like a misfit somewhere, some point, or continuously, like me. Anyone else? Who are perfectly fitting jigsaw puzzle? No one, no? Everyone, no? So then you have Santa who comes and says, don't worry about these people who don't want you to play with you. Come and ride my sleigh, be right in front. Then all the other reindeers are like, you are so cute, yeah. Your nose is so lovely. I wish I had a red nose. And does it happen? Does it happen? Yeah? No?
Yes.
You get some special treatment from the teacher in the class, and then all your friends want to be your, all the enemies want to be your friend. Happens, no? So we don't need a Santa. We don't need teachers and parents to tell us. We can just say, your nose is pretty, I wish I had one, and paint one. So that's our story about inclusion, about love, about many things. I guess I was a terrible actor. Sorry. I don't know the time. Will someone tell me the time?